Hi, everybody. Welcome to Gals, Ghosts, and Ladies Friday Night Live Stream. This is not your typical Friday night live stream. We have something totally different planned for tonight, and I'll be telling you about that in a second. Hi, Laurie. Our West Coaster is in the house. Laurie, it looks like you're our first visitor tonight. As always, thank you for watching. Laurie is my number one California fan, and I think Laurie and I can't wait to meet in person. Thank you, Laurie. Um, so, welcome to everybody watching on Facebook and YouTube. Thank you for watching now live, and thank you if you watch this at a later time. Thank you for tuning in later. I really appreciate everybody watching. And pardon me, tonight I've got a couple of notes to my left. I've got another monitor to my right. I am wicked high tech tonight. It's crazy. Hi, Dan. How's it going? And Nathan, nice to see everybody. Yeah, Laurie, we're going to have coffee for sure. And I've never been to California, so you'll have to show me around. Um, let's see. I feel like there we go. Yeah, that's a little better. So, thanks everybody for tuning in. And tonight, instead of a regular Jennifer Book Report live stream, we're going to play paranormal, like trivia or Jeopardy. Jeopardy. I don't know if I'm allowed to say Jeopardy, so I'm calling it spooky trivia, paranormal Jeopardy. You're going to hear those terms kind of interspersed. And hang on, I'm missing one light. Much better. Thank you for that. So, so we're going to have a game show tonight. And I got to tell you all, the Reverend Mark in the house. Now everything is complete. The Reverend Mark is here. I worked really hard at this. And I think that you're all going to be pleasantly surprised. This game show is not me asking trivia questions on my notes. Previously possessed, Carrie is here. Thank you so much. Carrie is going to play a very important role in tonight's show. Carrie's going to be our official scorekeeper, which I really appreciate. But in the bigger picture, everybody wins at Paranormal Jeopardy. Let's just put it that way. I've already spoke with our contestants. They know what their prizes are. There are no losers in Paranormal Jeopardy. But I think that we've got some pretty competitive people tonight, so this is going to be a lot of fun. So, as always, I want to say before we get started, I want to give a shout out to Ladybug Pest Control, my day job, and my friend Linda, my boss, very supportive of my hobby of live streaming and just about everything else that I do. Very supportive. I really appreciate that. Thank you, Linda. And also, if you're local to the Quincy area and you need pest control, give us a call in the office. Ladybug Pest Control Services. Let's see, where else am I in the housekeeping? I'm reminding everybody that this is an 18 and over space. There's smoking and drinking and gambling going on here tonight, folks. We're doing it all. We might as well be in Vegas whooping it up. So you know what I like to say, crack a cold beer, pour a cup of coffee, pour a glass of wine. This is a 420 friendly space. Smoke them if you got them, because you know I sure did. Also, it's an 18 and over space because I'm going to swear unless my Aunt Kathy tunes in. And then I'm not going to swear, and then nobody's going to swear if my Aunt Kathy watches. So that is an absolute promise. And also, we're 18 and over because you know what I like to say. Sometimes I'm a little disturbed that we're not more disturbed by the disturbing things that we talk about. So sometimes our stuff is adult. I don't think there's anything too racy in here. But like I said, there is going to be smoking and drinking and gambling, and that is all 18 plus. Oh, my God, I love saying that about tonight's show. That's hysterical. So I will tell everybody the Jeopardy board does say dollars. Pay attention. This is going on the internet. It's being recorded. So this is live, and I'm telling you, this is not for real money. The only thing I didn't have time to change about this Jeopardy board was dollars to points. Okay, but my contestants do know this is not for real money, but we are going to try to no, Dan, it is not, and that's pretty rude. So there we go. So anyways, it is a Jeopardy contest, and that's all it is. Thank you. Where was I? Lost my train of thought. Let's be nice. Thanks, Dan. Thanks. Anyways, we are not playing for money. We are playing for fun. I'm going to throw this up there on the board. This is how we're going to score tonight's game. Okay, correct answers will win corresponding points, not dollars, points. Players who answered last question correctly will control the board. Now, because this is a live streaming, we can't have everybody buzzing buzzers all at the same time. So whoever answers correctly will get to ask the next question. If they answer incorrectly, the question will be passed to the next player. If that player answers incorrectly, no loss of points, but the board goes back to the original turn. Does that make sense? I think so. So, and again, this is for fun. I'm sure you're going to find a ton of typos in my game. And I do have prizes for everybody. This is a very, very friendly competition. So the next thing I want to do is bring on our contestants. I'm going to bring them both on, but I am going to introduce them one at a time and let them each tell us a little bit about themselves. So our first contestant, let's see how we can get that. Our first contestant in the middle is Jessica. Jessica, welcome to Spooky Paranormal Jeopardy Trivia or whatever without breaking the copyright. Welcome, and tell us a little bit about yourself.
No, thank you so much for having me. I'm wicked excited about Jeopardy copyright. I run Crypt Tidbits with General Tidbits. I run a festival every September in Raynham. I run Cryptid Fest, which is an open space for people to come and share, enjoy the stories, tell their stories, just have a safe space to kind of just weird out. And I would like to apologize in advance to Aunt Kathy because I do swear a lot. Okay. So I apologize in advance if she's here.
If you see somebody named Kathy, say Jessica.
Okay,
in the
that'll
comments, be her. And when you read it, you'll hear the tone. That's Aunt Kathy. Okay.
I'm already nervous. No, I'm wicked excited, and
that's I hopefully all right. She does love everybody.
Answer one or two questions correct tonight.
And listen, you're going to be fine. Also, I do want to throw out there that I did pick these subjects before you guys signed up, so I do apologize in advance. There's no intentional advantages on any questions. Hi, ghost cats and cryptids. I want to say hello to everybody who's watching. And Alisha, now thank you, Jessica. And now Alisha, introduce yourself and your partner. Alisha has a team. What a cutie.
Hello, my name's Alisha. I am founder of Which Way to the Paranormal Investigations. I'm a solo paranormal investigator. I've been to numerous haunted locations. The paranormal is like my life. I am also a practicing witch, so I feel like they work hand in hand perfectly. This is Butters. This is my 13-year-old Chihuahua. He's stuck up my butt, so that's why he's with me right now. If not, he'd be barking.
Dogs will do that.
Yeah, but I'm very, very excited for tonight. I know I'm gonna say this, Jessica, you're most likely gonna win because I suck at stuff like this, but I figured I'd give it a try.
It's all in fun.
Absolutely. Yeah. I'm obsessed with the paranormal and anything witchcraft, so let's see how I do tonight. And also, I have my own Facebook page, Which Way to the Paranormal, as well as TikTok. I do go live. I offer readings on my lives. I also stream when I'm doing an investigation or if I'm just strolling a graveyard.
I love it. All right. Well, let's show everybody some love and do some following, likes, and shares. I just want to give a shout out to Shannon and, oh my God, everybody that's watching. Thank you so much, you guys, for watching. But I also want to get back to our two contestants and let you both know that these questions are not rocket science. So they're really basic. I think they're basic, but it's, yeah. And I tried to put some pictures. I just tried to make it fun. So let's have a good time with this. And Kerry, in advance, I am so grateful that you're going to keep score. Anybody else, feel free to keep score. I would recommend that everybody get a piece of paper and a pen and write your own answers down. Have some fun with this, because what we're going to do is we're going to read the whole question. So that's what we're going to do. So all right, guys, I'm going to, hi, Sue. Erin. Oh my God, all my friends are here. I love you guys. Thank you so much. So on that note, guys, I am going to step away from commenting. I'm going to get over to the game, and I'm going to warn you right now. If you have the headphones on, the only audio in this whole presentation is in the beginning, and for the life of me, I couldn't shut it off, turn it down, delete it. It is very loud Jeopardy music. So I'm warning you of that right now. Okay. So let's see. Give me 1 second here and get to where I want to be. And please bear with me for any technological things. This is a new Jeopardy template, but again, I think you'll all be like, "Holy shit, that's really cool." Okay, so again, get ready for some very loud audio. Hi, Sybil, thanks for joining us. Let's. Can you hear that? No. Oh, good. Okay. Okay. All right, everybody. Well, welcome to Spooky Trivia. I hope you can see everything all right. Hello, Michelle. Michelle, my cousin, who is the Lizzie to my Lou of Lizzie Lou Studio. Welcome to Spooky Trivia. Here we go. Oh, listen, before we begin, so Jessica and Alisha, to determine who gets to go first, I have written down a number between 1 and 10. So I'm going to let each of you just throw out a number. This is the only time everybody's going to throw stuff out at the same time.
4.
So go ahead. What did you say, Jessica?
4.
4. And Alisha, you said 8?
Yes.
I had 7. So Alisha, you are going to go first. So get ready. And maybe the music's coming up. I don't know. Hold on. No. Okay. All right. Get ready. We're going to see what our categories are. Our categories are which witch or warlock is which, and they may be real or fictional. Next category, who are you going to call? Known paranormal investigators. Next category, what do we have? Cryptids. Ooh, that sounds like fun. What's out there? And our next category, investigative techniques, as in paranormal investigative techniques. And I think this is our last, no, not our last, our next to last, haunted Massachusetts locales. That's our next to last. And our final category for tonight is general paranormal trivia. So those are your categories. And Alisha, being the one that won, you get to pick first. And bear with me as I am looking at my other monitor. You're looking at the screen. I'm looking at my monitor. Alisha, the board is yours. Go for it.
Okay. Investigative techniques for 200.
All right. Investigative techniques for 200. This simple setting on a mid-range video camera can be a game changer for capturing unusual light anomalies not visible to the human eye. What do you think?
Oh, bananas. We're
going to do a countdown of 10.
Yep. Oh no. Is it the? Oh my God! Is it
Jessica, it's your turn. What's the answer, Jessica?
No clue.
Okay, well, let's click here for the answer and see what we get. Night vision.
I knew it.
I was thinking so far past, like it's got to be like some crazy setting I didn't know the name of.
So yeah, no, we're keeping it simple tonight, you guys. Really, we really are keeping it simple. So I guess to start, well, Alisha, that is a minus 100 to start. There's no minus points to Jessica. Oh, and Sue and Sybil also had the number 7 that I wrote down. I can't believe that, you guys. I can't believe it. Because the three of us do this thing on the side. That's crazy. And Lisa, my friend Lisa, is in the house. So, all right, let's get back to the Jeopardy board. So, Alisha, the board is actually still you. Well, Lost. Yeah, the board is still yours. The board is still yours. Guess again.
Which is which for 200?
Which is which for 200? And please keep in mind, these could be somebody out of history or it could be somebody fictional as well.
Okay.
Okay. This enslaved woman, who was ID'd as a witch, is largely responsible for inspiring the witch panic in Salem, Massachusetts in the late 1600s. Who would that be?
Tituba.
You got it. All right. So that is points to Alisha. You got it. And what was interesting about her was, she wasn't hanged. She turned in a lot of other people and she actually survived that, crazily enough. But anyways, Alisha, the board is yours.
Okay. We'll do which is which for 400.
Which is which for 400? While not a witch in a traditional sense, this woman was known as the Voodoo Queen of New Orleans.
That would be Marie Laveau.
And you are correct. So those are points for Alisha. Oh, Alicia's on a roll. Very good. Excellent. Now, this portrait is not Marie Laveau. There are actually no known portraits of Marie Laveau, but this is an artist's rendition of her. Full disclosure, I did take snips off of Google Images. Full disclosure. Alisha, you're on a run. Let's run with it. Go.
All right. Let's do general paranormal trivia for 200.
General paranormal trivia for 200 for Alisha. This former president is the most commonly seen ghost around the White House.
Is it George Washington?
No, it is not. So we're going to pass that to Jessica to answer.
Lincoln?
This absolutely. Yes, it is. Very good. So that's minus 100 for Alisha, and the points for this go to Jessica. So now, Jessica, you are in control of the board, my friend. Take your pick.
I'm going to go
to choose from.
Cryptids for 800.
Oh, look at her. She is a gambler. There we go. Cryptids for 800. This diminutive trickster lives in the Bridgewater Triangle. He is a mischief maker.
Pukwudgie. What is a Pukwudgie?
That is absolutely right. He's a wily one, and you really need to beware. He's been spotted around the Peter Oliver house, and one of our viewers tonight, my good friend Sue Jacobucci, has photographed him. The photos are mind-blowing. Photos in succession. Crazy. So yeah, he is crazy. He can appear and disappear at will. He's only 2 to 3 feet tall. They kidnap people. They trick them. One thing I heard about them that makes them kind of scary is that they lead you to make bad decisions. So you're ultimately like the result of your own downfall at their behest. Anyways, Jessica, go ahead. What's next?
Let's go cryptids for 1,000.
Oh, she is going big. Cryptids for 1,000. Oh, there's music on this one. Which one is not a cryptid? Mothman, Chupacabra, Mermaid, Yeti, the Mongolian deathworm.
Mermaid is not.
That is absolutely correct. And there's actually an interesting reason for that. And I spelled witch wrong. See, there's a typo. The mermaid, it's possible for biologically and scientifically for all of these other things to exist. But the mermaid, you just can't, and it's another typo. You can't have a creature that is a half warm-blooded mammal and a half cold-blooded fish. It just ain't happening. So, but I think I knew that the cryptid specialist would get that one. So what's next, Jessica?
Okay. Cryptids for 200, please.
Okay, back to the top of the board. This cryptid is known in some parts of the United States as wood booger or skookum.
Oh, what is a Bigfoot? That
is correct. This guy, Bigfoot, or I would have accepted Sasquatch as an answer. So I hope you guys are enjoying this. Let's check in with everybody. How's it going so far? Good.
Okay. Yeah, thank you for putting so much work into this. This is amazing.
Absolutely, yeah.
Thank you. I want to say I don't have a life, but I do, and I'm very busy. But this was a blast, and I can't wait to do it again. And yes, Michelle, Bigfoot, that is the answer. I love that our audience is chiming in. So where are we? Jessica, you are ruling the board in cryptids. What's
Okay.
next?
We're going to do cryptids for 400, please.
400. I thought so. Let's see.
Sorry.
What do we have? No problem. This mysterious aquatic cryptid may be a plesiosaur, a leftover from the dinosaur days.
What is the Loch Ness Monster?
That is correct. And I also would have accepted Champ or Ogopogo, other similar cryptids, although I kind of figured Loch Ness Monster being the most common one. Very, very good. And Lisa, thank you. And Nathan, thank you. I'm glad that everybody likes this. I really am. Jessica, do you want to clear the
I would like
column?
to. Yeah, I'm going to clear the category, please.
Okay, 600 cryptids. In 1735 in Leeds, New Jersey, Mother Leeds cursed her 13th child in the womb, resulting in the birth of a monstrosity with bat wings, hooves, and a horse head.
The Jersey Devil.
That is correct. The Jersey Devil, and supposedly it escaped upon birth, and he lives in the 1.7 million acre Pine Barrens in South New Jersey, and there have been continual sightings of him over the course of the last 300 years. I did not know. I'm going to have to do a show on that one. I had no idea. So Jessica just ruled the board with cryptids. All right, my friend, what is next?
Who are you going to call for 200, please?
Okay, who are you going to call? And I want to remind you that this category is known paranormal investigators. Okay, who do we have here? With no big camera crews following us around.
Zach Bagans.
Yeah, and I don't know about you guys, but he's my inspiration to start ghost hunting, just for what I just said. With no big camera crews following us around, I'm like, I could do that. So he was an inspiration. Plus, I think he's cute too. But anyways, that's just me. So anyways, very good, Jessica. You're on a roll again. What's next?
I don't want to lose this. I'm getting so nervous now. Who are you going to call for 800, please?
Oh, bam, another big one. Who are you going to call? This investigator and musician is directly related to the infamous, well-known Fall River Axe murder family.
Oh my goodness.
I'm going to count down 10.
I'm blanking. Just
you're going to
Alisha
pass
for the
this?
steal.
Okay,
Yep.
Alisha for the steal. Alisha, who is the investigator / musician that is directly related to the infamous, well-known Fall River Axe murder family? Michelle, don't say it. Don't say it. Michelle's biting her tongue. My cousin, Michelle.
I have no idea.
Don't know. Okay.
No.
Well, that would be the absolutely adorable. Oh my God, Seth Borden. You guys don't know him. He's a YouTuber. I think he's kind of retired from paranormal investigating at this time. He's focusing more on his music, but he's had his own YouTube show, and also he investigated with other groups like Twin Paranormal, those kind of younger crowds. But I think he is absolutely adorable, and he's an excellent investigator, and his name is Seth Borden, and he is like the great nephew of Andrew Borden, a direct relation. So that's just kind of a cool tie. Look, check him out on YouTube. He's getting a free plug from me. Check him out on YouTube. He investigated the Lizzie Borden house, and it was a very cool episode. All right. Well, nobody got that, so that's going to go back to who had the board. Alisha had the Jessica. Back to you, Jessica.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait, Alisha, you didn't answer that, right? No.
No,
Okay. All right. Back to Jessica. I just want to keep my wits about me.
General paranormal trivia for 400, please.
Okay. All right. General paranormal trivia for 400. This beloved and popular paranormal investigator's ex-wife was recently convicted of trying to have him murdered.
Aaron Goodwin.
Oh my God. Isn't he everyone's favorite Ghost Adventure crew member? Right?
Yeah.
Like if you could investigate with one celebrity, who would it be?
Yep.
Aaron Goodwin, because OG Ghost Adventures, and just fun and funny, and I like that aspect of it too, you know?
Yeah. He seems like he would be such a good time to hang out with.
Yeah. So I'd like to, throat punch that lady, because jeez, how could you do that? Anyways, but yeah, that's Aaron. And she's doing jail time, and she deserves to. So, all right, Jessica, back to you, my friend.
general paranormal trivia for 800, please.
Oh my God, you are such a player. All right. General trivia. This term describes an invisible or semi-visible gateway to the spirit world or other dimensions.
The veil. I feel like that's such the
Eh,
wrong answer.
yeah, I don't want to buzz really loud. That's rude. But no, you
No,
didn't
you
get
buzz
it.
me loud. Trust me.
Alicia, would you like to?
Is it a portal?
That is correct. It is a portal. Very good. So Jessica loses 100 on that, and Alicia gains those points. And Alicia, the board is back to you. This is like one of those races. It's like, all right, somebody's in control of the board, and the other one just sits there, and then the other one comes out, and then so Alicia, come on, it's your turn to really nail this and come out in front. Go for it. What are you gonna pick?
All right, let's do haunted MA locales for 1,000.
Oh man, Alicia, now who's a player? This 1890s home in North Adams was the third home built by the first mayor of that town. There was a tragedy involving a child and a vehicle and the family's driver. At one point, the building was even a Masonic temple. So Alicia, what is your answer?
I just read about it this morning. I forgot. I'm blanking. I don't have an answer. I forgot the name. I'm blanking.
Okay. Are you passing to Jessica?
I'm passing to Jessica.
Okay, Alicia is going to lose 100 points, but Jessica,
I might pronounce this wrong. The Houghton House.
I'll give you the points. It's the Houghton Mansion, and yeah, it is kind of difficult, but I will give you the points. Oh, hi, Joan. My friend Joan just piped in. So Alicia, is that the one that you just read about this morning?
Yes, I was just reading about it this morning.
Oh, I hate when that happens. I wonder if Carrie, are you able to give us any insight onto a score at this point? And if so, if you could
I'm going to close my eyes
in comments. I don't know if she's able to, so I'm just kind of throwing it out there. So while she's doing that, Jessica, go ahead and pick your next question.
Haunted locales for 400, please.
Haunted Massachusetts locales for 400. Supposedly, satanic rituals have taken place here, and phantom fog and disembodied whispers occur frequently at this location in Leicester, Mass. Now, before you answer, I need just 1 second to think about this. Hang on for a second. I just want to say to my friends who don't live in Massachusetts, I know it looks like it says Leicester. But here in Boston, that's Leicester, Mass. It looks like Leicester. It's pronounced Leicester. Trust me. Anyways, Jessica, what is your answer?
Spider Gates or the Old Quaker Cemetery? I'm not sure which answer you would.
It's Spidergate. I did not know about the Old Quaker Gate name.
The one Old Quaker Cemetery, I guess, is the name of the cemetery. Yep.
But Spidergate Cemetery, and with damn good reason. Look at the gate. Yeah. Jeez.
I think those gates are gone now too, which is sad.
Oh wow. Yeah. So let's check in for a moment and look at our scores. We've got Jessica, you're clocking in at 4,600. That's pretty darn good. And Alisha, you've clocked in at 1,100. So I'd say that all things considered, like one person gets on a roll and that kind of thing. I think that you're both doing excellent. And I'm glad that you're not answering every question. Yeah. And I'm glad that you're answering most of them. So I think that means there's a good challenge here, right? That's what we're looking for, a challenge. So, all right. So Jessica, back to you. What are you going to pick next?
Haunted mass locales for 600, please.
By the way, I just saw a comment from Sue that she has been to Spidergate Cemetery.
Spidergates is awesome. I've been there a few times.
I'll have to put that on my list. All right. This is the lofty name of the mansion where Lizzie and Emma Borden lived after moving out of their family home. Emma eventually left after a falling out with Lizzie.
I will pass to Alisha. I'm not a Borden
What happened to Alisha? How did Alisha end up leaving the?
Where'd she go?
Oh my God!
There you are. We lost you. Okay. Yeah. So this is passing to you, Alisha.
It is the Maycroft.
No.
No.
I'm going to give you a chance to think about what you just said and say it again.
No.
So close and yet so far. I'm going to give it to you because I gave Jessica a recent close one. Um, it is, and because
Is it Maplecroft? Maplecroft? I
you
don't
got
know.
it
There
before
you
I
go.
showed it. You got it.
Okay.
Maplecroft.
Maplecroft. Okay.
Yes, you got it.
I was this close.
That's why I gave you the chance to go back and think about it. I knew
Yep.
you'd get
Yep.
it if you were that close. What was interesting was that Emma Borden and this house, this picture doesn't do it justice. This house inside is an absolute mansion, from what I understand. And when Lizzie and Emma Borden moved into this mansion, Lizzie threw some very lavish parties, but she also started a close friendship with the Connecticut actress Nance O'Neill, and it was a very close friendship. And Emma disapproved of the relationship and the parties, so Emma packed her bags and left Lizzie there with Nance O'Neill to live their life out however they chose. So just thought that was an interesting tidbit. So anyways, back to the board. So Alisha won that one. I had a lot of talking to do. Sorry about that. But I am a font of useless information. That's why I could put this game together. Um, anyways, go ahead, Alisha.
Haunted MA locales for 200.
All right, let's see. What do we have here? This is the longest continually running. I see a typo. The longest continually running hotel in the U.S. This is in Boston, and room 303 is said to be very, very haunted. What is it?
Is it the Omni Hotel?
I'm going to give you that. It is the Omni Parker House Hotel. It opened in October of 1855, and it has been open ever since. Isn't that crazy? I also want to say that my friend Katie Stacy, who I don't believe is watching tonight, but she's a paranormal investigator. Alisha, Katie, the baker.
Oh, yes.
Katie,
I love her.
her and her cousin Johanna stayed there
Yep.
in room 303, and they got footage of a drawer opening.
Oh, my bananas.
So yeah, you have to ask her about it. I knew you'd know who she
Definitely
was.
will.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah. So I thought that was a cool tidbit. So, anyways, who got that one? Alisha. All right,
Alisha.
Alisha, it's your board.
Let's do haunted MA locales for 800.
All right, we're gonna wrap up the category. This former private residence in Weymouth is modeled after Mount Vernon, George Washington's home.
That is the Emory Estate.
That is 100% correct. Absolutely. It's very locally well known and very, very haunted.
I won't go back.
You
No,
won't go back?
I went there 2
Yeah.
months ago. It was amazing.
Oh, I'll be going there shortly. I went there
Yeah.
recently. It's then that's where it all started for me. For anybody who hasn't been to the Emory Estate, it is fashioned after Mount Vernon, a much smaller version. It's absolutely
Mhm.
beautiful. The Reverend Billy Graham, if anybody of our generation remembers him, the Reverend Billy Graham as a young man used to stay in this house,
Yeah.
and he had a bedroom in this house. And if you set up a phasma box or a spirit box in his former bedroom, you are guaranteed to get sermons and hymns
Yeah.
and religious declarations. I promise you, if you're good to the house, that
He
house
was
will
not
get
happy
you.
with us that night because we were playing like non-Christian music, trying to rile him up.
Ooh, very interesting.
Yes.
All right. I bet he did not like that one
He did not.
bit. No.
Nope.
All right, Alisha. After we just riled up the Reverend Billy Graham, what are you choosing?
Let's do investigative techniques for 400.
Okay, investigative techniques for 400. This technique was named after the city where it was first tried.
Oh my Lanta. No idea. I'm gonna have to pass.
I'm gonna guess. Is it the Estes method?
It is actually the Estes method. It's named after Estes Park, Colorado, home of the Stanley Hotel, where this experiment was done for the very first time. I thought that was fascinating. pretty cool. And I love the Estes method, but I love watching other people do it. I can do many, many things investigatively, but I'm not good at that. I guess I probably need to work at it more. But I do know some people that are really, really good at it. So practice makes perfect. I'm gonna have to practice. What do we have next? All right, Alicia, what's next?
Nope, that would be Jessica goes. She got that question
Oh,
right.
Jessica. Sorry, Jessica. I
It's
apologize.
okay. I'm so nervous. I feel like I'm taking like the SATs right now. Could I have in general paranormal trivia for 1,000, please?
General paranormal trivia for 1,000. In Irish folklore, the wailing of this female spirit predicts the death of a loved one.
Banshee.
That is correct. It is a banshee. And please note that is an artist's rendition and not a photograph of a banshee. But that's exactly what it is. So I'm going to throw a few comments out there. Sybil Perry said the house was awesome, and that was back to the Houghton Mansion, I think. Carrie said her friend's father saw a ghost there. I wonder which house that was, Carrie. Shannon Canty Kimball. I'm so glad you're watching, Shannon. I love investigating with Shannon. She's so much fun and also just a really, really good investigator and just all around great person. But she said Spidergate was great. And also
Yeah.
Shannon loves the Estes. I've been on some great investigations with Shannon. Some really crazy stuff has happened. And Alisha with Shannon, at the Oliver House on December 28th of 2024 when they were closing it down. Most people were gone for the night and there were just a few of us, and that house just came alive for us. Not only
Absolutely.
did we stuff that we captured on camera, but we heard and saw things with our own eyes. Not just one person, but like we all experienced them, it's crazy. But that's what life is like, investigating with Shannon. Oh, Sybil said Maplecroft. Sybil has been to Maplecroft. Oh, I can't wait to
Oh.
hear about that. So, all right, whose board is it? And everybody is doing great.
Is it my
It's
board?
yours, Jessica.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right. I
Thank you for
wanted
that,
to-
Alicia. Thank you. We both had a little brain cramp there.
So general paranormal trivia for 600, please.
General paranormal trivia for 600. Harry Houdini visited this mysterious house in October of 1924.
The SK Pier House in Gardner. It's my big
No,
guess.
no,
Okay.
that was an excellent guess, but this is going to pass over to Alicia.
I'm gonna get this wrong. The Winchester House in California.
Absolutely,
Yep.
Absolutely, and so I'm not even. The crazy thing, I only know this because hi Rebecca, yep, Winchester, absolutely. I only know this because Ghost Adventures did a special in one of their recent seasons where they went to the Winchester house. They actually went with Patty Negri, and they knew that Houdini had visited that house, and Houdini was a spiritualist, and they had done a few different, paranormal investigative things, and they got what I believe seemed to be communication from what sounded like Houdini. So I thought that was really a really cool connection that I never knew before, because everybody knows Houdini and everybody knows the Winchester house, but what a cool connection that he had been there. Hi, Piper, and thank you very much for the compliment. Piper saying good show. That's as we have some great guests. I'm having a blast. I hope you guys are too.
Yeah.
So, all right, what is next? Who got that one?
Alicia.
Alicia. All right, Alicia. Come on, you got a little bit of catching up to do, and I know you
I
can
know. Let's do which is which for 600.
Okay, which is which for 600. In the novel Wicked, how did author Gregory Maguire come up with the name for Elphaba for the witch? Or Elphaba or Elphaba, but you know who I mean, for the witch. How did he come up with that name?
No idea. I'm not a big fan of Wicked. I can't really stand it. So no idea. I'm gonna pass it to Jessica.
Okay.
I also am not a fan. Is it? I have no answer. She's green.
Okay. So Maguire honored. I can't believe you guys said that because I didn't like the book. I didn't like the movie.
Me neither. I hate to say
thought it
that
was
in general
just
public,
me.
but I do
No,
not know.
Yeah,
and
no.
no offense, Cynthia Erivo, what a fantastic singer, what a talented actress. No
Yeah.
offense to anybody. But anyways, so Gregory Maguire, who wrote Wicked, the novel, honored the Wizard of Oz author L. Frank Baum by naming Elphaba from his initials,
okay.
Yep.
Elphaba, after the L. Frank
If
Baum.
this was a return to Oz question, that would have been totally different. But
Okay, well, sorry, not
no,
two,
that's okay.
two totally different universes
Yeah.
there, right? Yeah. So all right. So that is back to I think Alisha.
Yeah.
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 Okay.
Let's do who you gonna call for 400.
Okay. Who are you gonna call for 400?
The Warrens. That is Ed and Lorraine Warren.
Absolutely. Now they're the OGs of modern day. When I was putting these slides together, I had made a comment, Zach Baggins, OG, and then I said, no. I mean, he inspired me, but he is not OG. These are the original gangsters of modern day paranormal investigation. And also, I'm from Connecticut, and so are they. So I just like, that is cool. So like it makes me their distant cousin or something, you know. But anyways, yeah. So Alisha, you got that one. What is your next?
Who you gonna
yes.
call for 600?
Who you gonna call for 600? Who are you gonna call? This paranormal investigator is more well known for his adult ad lib, hysterical, I must add, comedy shows.
Is that Matt Rife?
That is the adorable Matt Rife.
I love him.
Not only is he cute, but his adult shows are very funny. But also, he just bought Ed and Lorraine Warren's former home in Connecticut with, I think, was it Annabelle the doll and all that.
Yep.
So this is not about the drama. This is just about a fact that Matt Rife. And I think that a lot of people, once they found out that Matt Rife did this, they were like, oh, who knew Matt Rife was a paranormal investigator too, right?
Right.
You know? So now we are back to our board. Alisha, go for it. I think you're catching up.
Which is which for 800?
Which is which for 800? This New England state is guilty of longer lasting and much more brutal witch trials, almost 50 years before the Salem witch trials.
Hold on. I think I know this. Oh no. Oh, crap.
You are running
Connecticut?
out of time.
Is it Connecticut?
It is Connecticut, though, and their witch trials. I actually did a live stream on the Connecticut witch trials. They were brutal. They lasted a much longer time. The Salem witch trials happened over like 15 months in a very short period of time. The Connecticut witch trials spanned a very long period of time. Salem witch trials were more about hysteria, mass hysteria, and immediate action. The Salem witch trials lasted almost 50 years and almost exclusively, not all exclusively, but almost exclusively targeted single or widowed women with money, women who inherited money when their husbands upstanding in the community died. And that was just, women just couldn't have money during that time period. So in fact, in one case, I thought this was really interesting. One woman in Connecticut was, hanged for a witch because she was accused of working on the Sabbath. She was a wealthy widow. And you know what? I bet she did work on the Sabbath because she was a single woman. And back in that time, you had your own farm, you had your own livestock, you had your children, you had this and that, and you had to do the laundry and the sewing and the cooking and the cleaning and the baking and everything else. So I bet she did work on the Sabbath, or else nobody was going to eat, or the animals weren't going to be fed, and the cows weren't going to be milked, and so on and so forth. So they used that as an excuse to hang her as a witch. So you see, so it was very, very different from this. Both were very bad, but very different episodes in history. Anyways, I could go on and on about the Connecticut witch trials. I'm from Connecticut, so I found that. And the other thing about the Connecticut witch trials, being from Connecticut, I lived in Connecticut till I was in my early 20s. I went to school. I learned history. I knew all. I learned about the Salem witch trials probably in the second grade when we were wearing pilgrim hats and learning about, that kind of shit. Never, ever once, and even all through high school and history and everything else, and even some college, never, ever had I heard about the Connecticut witch trials until I stumbled across them accidentally. Gotta love the internet. So anyways, all right, well, back to you, Alicia. Sorry about that little sidetrack.
Let's do which is which for 1,000.
Which is which for $1,000? Well, 1,000 points. Let us remember this is not for real money. Paul Lynde played this mischievous relative on Bewitched.
I gotta pass.
Okay, Jessica, any guess?
No guess.
Okay. Well, this was kind of a trick question because, as I said a couple minutes ago, I am old, so I knew this would be, like I said, kind of a trick question, just because of the generation. This show aired from like 1965 to 1971. Paul Lynde, who was just a brilliantly, brilliantly funny man. I think he was the center square on Hollywood Square
Yeah.
for years and years. If you want to see funny, look up some old Hollywood Squares clips with Paul Lynde. He's hysterical. Comedian that thinks on his feet. Yeah, just quite a character. And he played Samantha's uncle, and he played the brother of Endora. So he was a warlock on the show Bewitched. So there was a fictional witch, one of the fictional ones. So that cleans up which is which. Geez, guys, we've only got 4 answers left on the board. I can't believe this is going to work out to an hour, which is like what I usually live stream for. So we're at 7:16 right now. We're going to come in probably a little over an hour, but I'm so excited how this is going. And Kerry, yes, Paul Lynde was a brilliant actor and comedian, very, very funny man. Anybody knows if anybody knows anything about acting, comedy, you have to be intelligent to do comedy. Comedy's not an easy thing to perform. So, anyways, all right, back to the board. Let's finish this up. Let's wrap this up. So nobody got that, but Alicia, was this yours or was it Jessica's? Where were we?
It was
Oh,
Alicia's.
hi, Jeff. Thanks for joining. Okay, Alicia. What is your pick here, Alicia? We lost your audio.
Oh, can you hear
There
me
we
now?
go. Gotcha.
Mhm.
Okay.
Okay.
Yep.
Investigative techniques for 600.
All right. Investigative techniques for 600. Let's see what we've got here. EVP stands for what?
Electronic voice phenomena.
Oh, that is 100% correct. And it's basically capturing disembodied voices on analog or digital recording devices and may or may not be heard by the human ear. That's what's exciting about that. So back to the board. Alicia, you are in control, and we've got some high stakes left on the board. We've got 2,800 points up for grabs. Oh, and Alicia is cutting out. Oh, no. The suspense is killing me.
Oh my God. Can you hear me now?
Yes, yes. Okay.
Are we good now? Okay.
Yes.
Who are you gonna call for 1,000?
Who are we going to call for 1,000? These 2 young guys collab with other celebrity investigators and are known for their raucous and humorous style.
Is that Sam and Colby?
That is Sam and Colby for sure. Now I don't know which is which, so they had pictures of both of them online each way, and I just found one that I thought was cute. So I don't know which one's Sam and which one's Colby. Do you?
No.
No. But Alicia, you nailed that one. So that's excellent. That was 1,000 points, Alicia. There's 2 left on the board. Is it going to be investigative techniques for 800 or investigative techniques for $1,000?
You know what? Let's go for the gold and do the 1,000.
I thought so. Woman after my own heart. You guys are both players. You really are risk takers. Alicia, what are the 3 rules of Ouija?
I know there's never play in a graveyard. Always say goodbye. And oh, my Lanta.
No.
Oh,
You're one of those is wrong.
one of them is wrong. Okay.
Yeah.
I can't remember.
Okay. Jessica, do you want to give that one a try? I found this one to be particularly difficult myself when researching trivia.
So you're never supposed to leave the planchette on the board.
No, that's not one of them. This is a tough one. Go ahead and make another couple guesses, both of you. Let's see if we can come up with them. Anybody want to try?
Well, you always say goodbye, right?
Always say goodbye is one.
That was Alicia's guess.
Okay, yeah.
Never play alone.
What's that?
Never play alone.
That's one of them. I'll go ahead. Yeah, never play alone. Always say goodbye. And the middle one, never ask the board when you will die. And I said that's really good advice for a lot of investigative techniques, not just a spirit board or a Ouija board, don't you think?
Yeah.
The last one on the board, we've got investigative techniques for 800. And that would go to, well, whose was this? Alisha, go ahead, wrap it up.
Okay, let's check it out.
This is the term for any physical item used to elicit a response from the spirit world.
I'm drawing a blank. Jessica, to you.
You're going to know it when you hear it. You're going to go, ah.
Yeah.
A physical
a trigger item.
A trigger object. Absolutely. And that does it. So Jessica ends up with that last 800 on the board. And ladies, you finished the game. Let me get that out of there and bring you all up and say, while Carrie tallies the last of the points, I'll just say you all did such a wonderful job. I don't know about you guys. I had a ball.
That was wicked fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was, Jessica, what was your favorite category there?
It would have to be
you
cryptids.
can't say cryptids.
Okay. The famous paranormal investigators. I'm going to go with that.
Fun one.
Yeah.
It's always a fun one. Yeah. And I don't want to get hung up like on the celebrity factor, but honest to God, we are involved in this because we saw people on TV and on
exactly.
YouTube, and
they're all like
us,
inspired for what everybody does every day. So it makes sense.
Yeah.
So, hi, Herbie. Thank you for joining and thank you for the compliment. So Alisha, what category did you like the best?
The haunted MA locales. I like that one.
Yeah, I feel like on this board, even though I had determined in advance what the categories were going to be, when the two of you signed up for it, I was like, oh, nobody's going to have an advantage because each one, I knew that Alisha, you would really know those because we're kind of more from the same geographic area, just like I knew Jessica was going to do really well in the cryptid category.
Well, I'm from the same area as you guys too.
Oh, for some reason I thought you were from the middle of the state.
No, I'm from Brockton, so I'm like 20 minutes away from both of you guys.
I grew up in Brockton.
Oh my God. Jessica, have we ever investigated together?
No, I've investigated some of the same places that you guys have been, but not at the same time. But we all should maybe investigate together in the future.
Yeah.
Just throwing that out there.
Yeah. That sounds like a plan.
Okay, excellent.
That sounds like a plan. Absolutely. All right, Carrie, let's see. How did we do with our scores? Looks like everybody had a lot of fun. I'm going to show some comments. Thank you, Lisa. Thank you. That Lisa was one of my very first followers, and she's also a friend of mine from my hometown and from Florida. Sue wants to take cats for 1,000. That's on the next episode. Sybil said that you guys did a great job. You're both great contestants. Thank you so much. The Reverend Mark said that was fun. Anything that Mark has to say about this show, I really appreciate that Mark watches. It means a lot to me. So, all right, Carrie, well, we're just waiting for you and to see how everybody did. I think that any way you look at it, it really doesn't matter what the scores are. So
It was fun either way. I mean,
It was a lot of
Yeah.
fun.
they really, yeah, right. Everybody's a winner at Paranormal Jeopardy, spooky trivia. Sorry about the copyright. Right? I feel like a Seinfeld episode. Not that anybody cares about that, you know what I mean? Or whatever it was. Not that there's anything wrong with that. But so to show you guys my appreciation, I do have a prize for each of you, regardless of who won. Um, So Dan said it's not the contest he thought when I said there would be smoking, drinking, and gambling. I feel like I should have been a can girl, right? And kicking it up, right? That's so funny. No offense taken, Dan, ever. So I've got 2 Hocus Pocus tarot decks. So you can each have one of these if you would like. Or I also have a 1909 original tarot deck. So everybody, I have a trophy for everybody, and you get to pick. So look at our final scores. Let's throw these up there. So really, Jessica, you get first pick, but there's enough for everybody to go around. Jessica did win with 7,100. Good job, Jessica.
Thank you.
But Alisha, $4,700 at Jeopardy is very, very impressive. But I also want to say that there was a different style to the way that each of you played. I feel like Alisha started out playing things safe, making smaller bets, trying to be careful. And Jessica was our risk taker. I'll take this one for 800. I'll take that one for 1,000 before even going for the 200 answer. So I just feel like you each had a very, very different approach to it.
Oh yeah, she had me sweating, I'll tell you.
So you guys were a good competition for each other. Really, really good. I think a good matchup, both of your level of knowledge. I definitely want to have you both back on, not just as contestants on Spooky Paranormal Jeopardy Trivia, but as a guest for chatting and definitely paranormal investigations. Thank you, Sue. And yeah, Nathan, it was very competitive. It was very, very competitive. So I want to give you guys an opportunity to throw out any last words, and then I will take over and say my goodbyes to everybody. So go ahead. Did either one of you want to say anything else before we wrap things up?
Go ahead. I'll go after you, Alisha.
I'll go after you. Go ahead.
So like I said at the beginning, I host Crypt Tidbits with General Tidbits. You can find me on YouTube, Facebook. I'm not on TikTok because I'm older, so I don't know how to run that yet.
That's what I say too.
That's my excuse. I do have a festival coming up in September 13th. I hold the Cryptid Fest. It's in Rainham, Mass. It's free. It's family friendly. We're having panels. We're having a cryptid bingo, Q&A. It's a good time. There's gonna be a lot of vendors there. And thank you so much for putting this together. This was amazing.
Thank you for being on the show, Jessica. Jessica, you pounced on this right away, so I really appreciate that. Thank you. And again, I can't wait to do something like this with you again. And Alisha, like I said, I know I'm going to see you tomorrow night. Oh, which did you pick, Jessica?
Oh,
the 1909.
Yeah, 1909, please.
DM me your address. I'll drop it in the mail when I go to work Monday. Okay.
Okay.
And
awesome.
Alisha,
thank you.
So Alisha, you are getting either a Hocus Pocus or Hocus Pocus tarot deck, which I will personally hand deliver to you in less than 24 hours.
Absolutely.
Does that sound good?
Yeah.
Good. Okay. So any parting words for us here at Paranormal Trivia Jeopardy?
Yeah. This was amazing. I had a blast. And again, you guys, I'm founder of Which Way to the Paranormal, so it's WITCH. I'm on Facebook and TikTok. I offer readings and cleansings of your space if you feel like it needs to be cleansed. I do that with my own sage bundles that I make myself. I love anything paranormal, and if you feel like you may have a haunting, you can message me too, and I can check it out for you. Again, Jen, this was amazing. I had so much fun, and I definitely want to do this again.
Excellent. I will definitely have you guys both back. So, all right, guys. So I'm going to remove you from the stage and say my goodbyes. Thank you both again.
Bye, guys. You. Bye.
Well, let's see. Wow, guys. How about that? Our first episode of Paranormal Jeopardy was a huge success. I can't be more grateful to our two guests, Alicia and Jessica. What great competitive spirits they were. I think they had fun. I had fun. I think our viewers had fun. Thank you so much to Sybil, as always, for saying hello to our guests. Thank you for everyone for watching. And Kerry, everything I do, you're right by my side. I really appreciate you, Kerry. Kerry was our scorekeeper tonight. Um, she studied the rules of keeping score beforehand. So I just want to say thank you again, everybody. And again, I'm so sorry I couldn't comment to each and every one of you, but all of you who watched, thank you so much. I worked really hard at this, and I think it showed. Well worth it, and definitely cannot wait to do this again. I'm going to be signing off for tonight. I will not be live streaming tomorrow. Some of you I will see tomorrow night. You know who you are, and you know where I'll see you. So everybody have a great weekend, and thank you all for watching. Have a great weekend, everybody. Bye-bye. And happy Father's Day to all you fathers out there. Bye-bye.